Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 21st of August 2020. Welcome to video number 238. Today we went for a long walk with my wife and we had no time pressure, no time limits. We just went for a walk and spent, I don't know, an hour or two just walking around. And we live here in Vancouver in very quiet part of the town, and that was really nice to just walk around in the evening. No much movement, not many people around. It was like really awesome. We were just walking, talking, and walking in silence. Talk a little bit more, then walk in silence, and that was like really refreshing. But then I start to think about how some experience that you go through, even that you go through together, you go through them alone. And that's the first point I want to talk about today. The baseline for everything that you experience in life is that you're going to experience it alone. Your own conclusions drawn from whatever happens, they're going to be, drawn by yourself for yourself. Because the situation looks like this. Even though you do the same thing with someone, their conclusions from the same experience might be completely different. Like you're watching the movie and you really like it, and she says that was complete garbage. But you've got to understand that if you look at it closely, whatever happens in your life, that's just your experience. That's your interpretation of what happened. That's the thing that whether it impacted you or it didn't. That's your own personal thing. So I want you to look at it from this perspective. Whatever is going to happen in your life, however you're going to interpret it, it's going to be your own thing. But second thing I want you to kind of understand is that that's not a bad thing, because it might sound like, oh my god, sounds like loneliness. But then look at it from the other perspective. If so many, or if practically everything is my own thing, and what we basically do is like we share the same experiences, and then we kind of draw conclusions for ourselves, but then we share it, and that's what makes both of us experience kind of the same thing and build our experience based on the same experiences. Although we may have completely different conclusions, but we do it together, then we share. Then so many things that you experience in your life are amazing, but you will have to be able to draw your conclusions for yourself before you're going to share it. So I want you to embrace the time that you spend for yourself. I want you to embrace the conclusions that are your own conclusions, even more if they're completely opposite to whoever you share this experience with. That's why so many people are going to pray. So many people spend time on meditating or meditation. So many people, I don't know, just sit down in their armchair and just think for an hour or two about their life. Because this is what I want you to kind of understand, that if whatever we're gonna experience is gonna be mine, and it's my job to draw conclusions for myself. Maybe that's a good way to plan this kind of approach to life, and maybe that's why it's a good idea to spend time with myself. Think about my life, because if you ever experience that, you understand that being with yourself is amazing, because you are able to kind of look at yourself from third person perspective. You're able to sit down and think, okay, what are the things that I'm really proud of? What are the things that I'm not proud of? Or what are the things that I want to change? I have to do something about it, because it doesn't fit. Something's wrong with that. And how many times you just sit there and start dreaming, start kind of thinking, what would I want to happen? What is the really thing that might make me happy? Because the plus of, or the positive when you are spending time like this with yourself, is that there's no one who'll tell you this is a stupid idea, this is never going to work. It's like, why would you even think about it? You can go as crazy as you can, or as you want. You can go as absurd as you want. No one's gonna say anything against it. But that's gonna broaden your own perspective on yourself. That broaden your perspective of what are the things that you really like, what are the things that you're really drawn to, why would you even think about it? Because then you can just, go on your own journey, this thought train about things that you never maybe never even thought consciously. But by being completely free to go wherever you want, in your head, in your thinking, in your ideas, you'll maybe figure out that there's some things that you never thought about, but they'll be great to pursue. And that's why I want you to not only know that you have to be able to learn how to draw conclusions for yourself, be kind of conscious. What are the conclusions I draw for life or from life, and then kind of embrace the time that you can do this, because then you can meet yourself, kind of talk like to your own reflection in the mirror, to kind of learn about yourself much more than maybe you'll be able to learn for years just going through this complete crazy life that we are living right now. And then point number 3, I want you to not even spend time with yourself, but I want you to even go even farther. I want you to be able to use this time to strategize. Because when you start to go through this, dreaming phase, thinking, what I want, what would be great, then it's the best place for you to say, okay, so what do I have to do to make it happen? And that might be a really, really amazing thing, because that's going to like really push your life towards whatever you are in right now. Because if you dream about something, then you plan it and then you act upon it. It's like having your own brainstorming with yourself, but then making a decision and acting upon it will change your life. So I want you to kind of summarizing, understand this, that everything that you're going to experience in life is your experience, your own interpretation from whatever happened. Second, embrace this time. Have these conversations with yourself and see where this time is going to take you. And 3, use it to strategize. Use this as like your war room or your strategy room or this brainstorming, and make a plan. Do something about it, because that will change how you see your life and what are your goals and how you want to reach for them. Because this is what I want you to take from this video. So many people say that the biggest battle of your own life is going to be conquer yourself. But I want to propose a solution. Maybe before you're going to go for war with your own self, maybe it's a good idea just to, I don't know, have a conversation with yourself. Give yourself a chance to not fight, but just say, listen, this is good, this is not, let's do something about that. Where do we want to go? Just have this discussion, because maybe that's going to lead you to getting to the point that, well, so where do we go from here? What is possible? And maybe even more important, what do I really want? So think about it and do something about it, because maybe the best solution is not to conquer yourself, or maybe have a conversation, because that might change your life without shedding the blood. If you liked this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience, and if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout and I'll be glad to do it for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.